party people. Currently it is 1:35 Las Vegas local time in the afternoon. Here in the Aria, in the digs, in the King Deluxe room. Really great. The facilities are very nice. Definitely lives up to the name, indeed, in the rooms as well. Very luxurious. TV and a nice little view on the 15th floor.
Whoa.
So view the Cosmopolitan. Over there, and the strip is that way. Hoping to play some 1-3 at the Aria a little later this afternoon. You know what I'm saying? Cool. See you down there.
So we go sitting down at the 1-3 table, brand new table, in for $250, looking down at Queen Jack, offsuit in the cutoff. Lower position bets to a raise to 6, I 3 bet to 15. Bunch of callers. We are 6 ways to the flop. Flop comes ace high, 2 bricks. Lower position bets for $5, make the call. And the button throws out a bet raise of $30. Too much for me to stick around, so I let it go. Next hand, 8-10 off suits in late position. I go ahead and raise it up to $10. 4 callers where 5 was the flop, which comes king ace 9 with 2 spades. It checks to me. I bet $30 an open ender. Folds early position. Early position calls. We are heads up to the turn. Turn comes the 7 of clubs. It checks to me. I think for a second and throw a bet of $40. Early position folds. Take it down. Next hand, pocket 5s, undergun +1. I go ahead and raise it up to $15. There are 3 callers behind, so we are 4 ways to the flop. A very action-heavy table. Flop comes king, deuce, jack with 2 spades. Small blind bet $7. Big blinds folds. I make the call. Turn is the ace of spades. Big blind bet $7 again. Probably could have raised, but I make the call. River is 8 of diamonds, pretty much a brick. Ends up checking through. I debate a bet. Checks all the way through. I show down my pair of 5s. Not sure if we're good here. But villain shows queen 9 for a missed straight draw. So pair of 5s is good here. Next, I'm looking down at the pocket jacks, or as Brad would say, the pocket jiggities. Couple limpers. I raised to 18. Late position makes the call, so we're going heads up to the flop. Flop comes jack 9-5 rainbow. Great flop for me. I flop trips for the first time in a long time. Checks to me, either at $30. Late position calls. We are still heads up to the turn. Turn comes 4 diamonds for that full rainbow. After it checks to me, I bet $55. Late position quickly makes the call. River is an awesome card. Ace of diamonds. Probably hits his range more than mine with either ace queen, ace king. After it checks to me, I throw out a bet of $100. He thinks for a second, tanks for a while, counts his chips, but ultimately lets it go, showing a 9 of clubs for middle pair. So not sure what he was representing there. Maybe ace 9 for 2 pair in the river. Happy to take that pot down. Next hand, we are on the button looking down at queen, king of spades. I raise it up to $10. There are 3 callers around, so we are going to be going 4 ways to the flop. Flop comes jack 10-3. Again, nice looking flop for me, except I have no diamonds. Late position bet 17, make the call. King of clubs on the turn, $108 in the pot. Checks to me, no diamonds. I go ahead and throw a bet of 45. And both of the blinds make the call, maybe hoping from the ace. River is a brick. It checks to me. I debate a bet, but I end up just checking through. And the blinds muck. So pair of kings are good. Happy to take this one down. Next hand, it's kind of a bummer. Looking down at pocket queens, or quiggities, again to quote Brad Owen. I raise to $15. The straddle is on. Get some callers, but excitement is soon extinguished as big blind raises to 75 with about $200 hasn't played a hand in a long time. I was putting him on aces, kings, something where I was pretty sure I was behind here, and he indeed showed an ace, so I assume he had aces. Let me know in the comments if I should have played that hand, what you think. Curious to hear. Next hand, looking down at 6-7. Offsuit, we are in the cutoff. Middle position raises to 6. I go ahead and make the call. Small blind makes the call. We're 4 ways to the flop. Flop comes 3, 4, 5. So flop the nuts here. But the best looking flop for me. Trying to figure out now how I can get the most value out of this. Checks to middle position. Middle position bets 15. I go ahead and raise 3x to 45, knowing that he would call, which he does. The blinds folds. We're heads up to the turn. Turn comes the 8 of diamonds. Gives me a 6-liner. This is awesome. Middle position checks. I bet 55, thinking he would call, but he just surprisingly snap folds. I show 6, but I'll take this one down. Nice to flop the nuts. Always good feeling there. Next hand's a bit of a doozy. King, deuce of spades on the button. I go ahead and limp in just for the heck of it. Always kind of fun to limp in. Small blind raises their $13. Hasn't played a hand in a while. Curious where this goes. I go ahead and make the call. We are going to the flop 3 ways. 8 of diamonds, 9 of spades, ace of spades. Great flop for me. Not stoked about the ace, but the ace of spades out there. Looking at the nut flush draw. I go ahead and make the call for a middle position bet to $8. Small blind 3-bet raises to $38. So now I'm thinking he definitely has an ace, if not aces. But I want to see a turn card here, so I make the call. Turn comes glorious 5 of spades, so I make the nut flush here. Checks to me, and I see how much value I can get, knowing that I'm nutted here, hoping for either take the hand down now or just a safe river. I go ahead and bet 55 into 141. Small blind thinks about it, counts that as chips, but end up making the call. Middle position lets it go, so we're heads up now to the river. Give me a safe river. Not a safe river. That 5 of clubs, the board is paired. When he throws in all in for $100 more, I know I'm beat, but I just can't. I have to keep him honest, so I make the call at the audio play out here.
You got it?
Paul.
So he indeed shows down the pocket aces with the rivered full house. That always hurts there on the river. What's interesting here is the dealer throws the chips my way, thinking that I won with the king high flush. And I freeze the frame here, but I ended up taking the chips, just money coming my way. I'm like, okay, I'm take free money, free chips. Just excited in the moment. Never see money coming my way, so I put them into my stack eventually. But the other guy then on the button says, oh, hold on a sec, this is, or that guy's in the small blind at that point. So ultimately, floor had to come over, check surveillance. We didn't end up going through the whole surveillance thing. I just gave him $100. We assumed it was around 100. The small blind didn't actually know how much he bet in. So we solved it and ended up being all right. Next hand, looking down at 10 jack offsuit, we are on the button. The early position raises to $17. Middle position calls, I call, so we're going 3 ways to the flop. Flop comes down. 8 ace king with 2 diamonds. Good looking flop for me. Early position bets $35. Middle position calls, and I call wanting to see a turn. Turn is a wonderful, it's queen of spades, so I make my flush. What's even better is early position goes and throws out a bet for $100. Middle position calls and actually shoves the rest of his stack for about 85 more. And I shove as well, hoping for a safe river. And I'll let the hand play out here. Let's see a river card. Safe river.
There you go.
All right, 3-way all in, okay? Gentlemen, you might have a side pot. 3-way all in.
Don't be a king or an ace.
Both of your hands.
4 hearts.
Ace queen. Straight.
So with a very safe river card, 4 of hearts. Villain showed ace queen for turn to 2 pair. Second time I beat this guy with a straight versus a 2 pair. Happy to win some money back here from that last hand. Next hand we are under the gun. I have the straddle on, looking down at ace 10. Always nice to have a good looking hand when the straddle is on. Small blind raises 13. Big blind calls, I call. Late position calls, so we are 4 ways to the flop, which comes queen, 8, jack with 2 spades. I make the call for $11 after the big blind puts out a bet. Late position thinks for a second, counts out some chips, ends up making the 3 bet to $31. The blind folds, and I go ahead and make a call, hoping for a king. on the turn here. Turn with $125 in the pot. Comes the 6 of spades, so the spade draw gets there. Backdoor for me. Ends up checking through. River, there it is, the king of diamonds. Once again, I am nutted against this guy. I check. He ends up checking back. I don't know if he had the spades. He showed Jack Queen for, again, a flopped 2 pair.
I put you on the
This is the 3rd time that I have beat this guy with a straight, pretty much an ace-high straight, against a 2 pair. Luck was not favoring this guy. Last hand today, we are in under the gun, +1, looking down at ace-king, suited of the club variety. I raised to $15. Middle position calls, other middle position calls as well. Big blind calls 4 ways to the flop. Flop comes down 9, king, 10, all spades. About the worst possible flop for my hand. But it ends up checking through, so we get a free turn card. Turn comes the 7 of spades. Pretty much every spade is on the board now. After it checks to me, though, I throw a bet of $30 to test the waters here. But the guy after me, you can see cross, shows the rest of the stack for about $85 more. It folds around. And for about 55, any spade is good here, so I can't. I think about it, but I just have to let it go. Unfortunately, I asked him if he had it. He shows down. Queen 7 of clubs.
Nicely done.
So nice work getting that one through. Also, shout out to Nikolai. Great dealer at the RE.
I just finished the 1-3 session at Aria. Heading back to LA once again. A little bit of deja vu happening here. Currently it's 3:29 p.m. Las Vegas local time. Wow, what a session. A lot of wild hands, some upswings, some downswings. Pretty wild with that ace is full on the villain. When I turned my flush, I was nutted until that damn river. That 5 really hurt on that river. I knew he had it, but I had to call. So.
You been here before?
The casino?
Yeah.
You're on the right floor.
Oh, okay.
Just around the corner.
Just around the corner? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Lost, folks. Happy to help. Back at the Mazda 3. Look at that beauty. In for 250 this afternoon. Out for 513. So profit of 263. Yeah, so good to get back in the black a little bit, green. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Coming back to Vegas. Next scheduled trip is end of March. Hoping that LA casinos open up before then, but that is yet to be seen. So, that's it for me. Take it easy, ready? Take it easy, everybody. See you on the flippity. Peace. Wow. Yeah.